Hello, Mark. My name is Percy Lin Sihuai. My student number is 15, and I'm a junior.
Hello, Mark. I am Katie Yu Pei Xuan. My student number is 5, and I am junior.
Hello, Mark. My name is Vanessa Chen Wei-an, and my student number is 1, and I'm also a junior.
Hello, Mark. My name is Rita Chen Sihua. My student number is 11, and I'm a junior. And today we're going to talk about the video we watched in class, which is about the sex offenders.
Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about Craig. Remember?
Yes.
Craig, the manager at the Pathway Hostel. And I think at first, he is like a man full of justice, and he set the hostel to let the people who get out from the jail and to live in there and start a new life. So I think at first maybe he's a good person, but later he turns out to be a sex offender as well. So I think it's a little bit surprising.
Yeah.
Shock.
Yeah. So how do you think about his like personality? Because he outraged after in the last part of the video.
Yes.
He's outraged. So how do you think about his personality?
Actually, at the first time, I thought he was like something maybe working with the government and managing the pathway. Yeah.
Yes.
But then when I found out that he's actually a sex offender, it's quite shocking for me too. But I think he's not really good at like
Express his
stay calm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what has he done?
He raped
His son?
Son.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
To get revenge.
Because
get
Yeah.
revenge for her
wife. His
wife.
wife. His wife.
But
Right.
if he's a person who is good at controlling his temper, he will never do
Yes.
such terrible things like
I can see from his like the way he treated Jimmy. It's like, I'm the boss. What do you want to do?
Yes.
But he's not the boss.
And he shot as GB.
Yes, I think he's just like a man cannot control his
Yes.
temper.
Yeah.
So I think
He's
that's
bad
why.
temper.
Yeah. I don't know whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, because like some of the sex offenders, like the criminals, may have to have someone to have the ability to take control over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really know Jimmy that well, so I don't know whether it's a good.
I don't
thing to
think
do.
he can control
Yeah.
the sex offenders
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But I think there are like other sex offenders that they are not so bossy. They are just like, I love my like girlfriend or boyfriend, but they just treat me as a sex offender, just like the boy. Remember, it's like called Billy.
Yes.
Really,
Yes.
Yeah.
Living in a vein.
Yeah.
And has the six.
Yeah.
Muscles, yeah.
Do you remember he said that he just like sex with his
Girl.
It's not girl, but it's like
Maybe some
Some
girl at
at
a party.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he said that she is like 16,
Almost
14,
Yeah.
and
After
it's-
6 months.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's 14, and then he won't have to be like getting to the jail, right?
Yeah.
But he was not willing to talk about the
The
girl's
details.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
think Billy is a little bit like he's a free guy,
Yeah.
but I think he's a little bit how to say that, poor, because he said that he get into the jail again, like
right.
11 times,
Yes.
and one time he go to
He
where?
go to a beach.
The beach.
He said he don't know he can go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the judge
Well-
only said that.
You should know where
Yeah.
you shouldn't go.
Yes.
but
He
he
didn't
know.
give the specific instruction that okay, you can't go there or you can't go there. He's like okay, beach. Oh, you know you can go there. So,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't tell me. He's like
You
oh,
should
you
know.
should know.
I remember that
it's
he
your
said
duty.
that it's the beach, the place where have a lot of kids or
Yeah.
something, and he said I don't know that kind of thing
Or
because
maybe like supermarkets or
Yeah.
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
places
yeah,
that
yeah,
have very
supermarkets.
It's harder to find the places that
Yeah.
he can
It's
go.
a confusing problem. And actually, in the beginning of the video, I was thinking about this question because the video mentioned that this law prohibits the criminals to get close to,
To
the
the
children.
children.
Yeah, and I was curious about how to like
How
how
to-
to
how to
tell whether this place is
like full of kids or
yeah.
something, because
Yeah.
there are always
Yeah.
children
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Just like they build up the park
Yeah.
to get away those sex offenders, but I think it's quite unfair because they didn't mean to close to those children, because you set the park there.
Yeah.
Just wants to get away
Yeah.
Get rid of
Sex
them.
offender, but this sex offender is living in
there. They just live
for,
there,
for
and you
many
just
times.
build a park, and then you just say that because we built a park here and there are a lot of children, so you cannot live here. I think it's unfair.
But it is also a dilemma for the people who set this law because
Yeah.
they also can't tell.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you never know a
Yes.
sex offender whether a
Yeah.
sex offender will
Do
like,
it again.
yes.
Commit a crime.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's hard to tell. Just like Amy Baker, she
Yeah.
said that she
Yeah.
will never do it again.
But
I think I cannot truly to
Truly
believe.
yeah,
that.
just like
Yeah.
there is she's a police officer or something. Just check her house,
Yes.
and then Louis asked her that if you trust Amy to be
to be with your
yes,
14-year-old
10-year-old
and she said no.
14. It was
14.
14.
I think it's hard for everyone to trust a sex
Sex
offender
offender.
yeah,
Yes.
because they just afraid of they do it again.
because they have done it once, they may do it twice.
Yes.
But I must say that I think Amy is really well behaved because she always
Yeah.
put her stuff tidy and her house is always really clean and she follows the rules really strict and she doesn't just like others someone else that just break the rules again and over again.
And she afraid of she cannot like get into
The
get back to
society.
the society.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think for Amy's case, it's a little bit different from the others because she and the student
Yes.
was actually in love.
Yes.
Yeah, but
And she said that she wants to be loved because her husband
It's a way.
was too
way.
busy
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
and she wants to be loved, but she don't know how. She didn't know that it is wrong
Yeah.
because she thought that we fall in love, so maybe we can get together. But it's her students.
But Amy said in the videos.
Yeah.
Amy said, when she in love with the student, she know this may be wrong, but she cannot stop
Control
these
herself.
things.
Yeah.
She cannot control herself.
I think some of these sex offenders just out of love because
Yeah.
they love them, but they
Yes.
didn't mean to do this. But they still like be called the sex offender.
Do you
and
just
go to jail.
remember the tattoo on what's the handsome?
No
name?
guilty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not guilty.
The
Not
handsome
guilty.
guy, he had a tattoo here.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think his case is a little bit similar as Amy's. Yeah, because
Sometimes, yeah.
Because
Hard
sometimes
to tell.
maybe he have some intimacy with the girls, but maybe the girls have like they are willing to do it as
Yeah.
well, but just because they're
The
age,
age.
Yes.
so they become the sex offender. So,
But I think the law still has to be there because
yeah,
there are
because
also-
you
Yeah.
never
To
know.
protect the-
Yeah,
Yeah,
and also
the girl
the
needs
children
peace.
need protection.
Yeah,
Yes.
you never know it.
But I think some rules are sometimes need to be changed for instance, Amy's case, because she has, I think, a few children, and she can only have one picture of them, and she can have nothing about children or any form of contact. I think that's a little bit strict for a mother who leave her children for a long
Yes.
time and no speaking to them, no writing to them, and nothing. Just a little bit too hard for her.
I can tell that she really missed her children.
Yes.
She really missed them
But I don't know why she cannot call her children.
because they
Because her current
condition,
case
yes.
was about kids.
kids.
So the parole
And-
condition was she cannot
But-
have any contact.
Although
They are
they are
her
her
own
own
kids.
kids, right? But just like Craig,
Yeah.
he do it
Did
Oh,
it to
yes.
his son.
his son, so no one knows that whether she will do
will
it
do it
to
to her.
her
Yeah,
children. And I think there are a different case about the sex offender. I think it's Randy.
Oh,
You
Oh,
remember?
Randy.
I mean, showing his private part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
To
I think it's a
multiple women.
mental illness.
Yes,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
just-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you remember that every time when Louis talk to him, he always like look a little bit nervous or something. He always looked at this.
Yes.
Nerve-wracking or something. Just
Yeah.
like always.
So I think he really is mental illness
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
said that he do it at night.
From
when
nine.
he
Since he was
was 9,
nine.
and it's a very young age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be an innocent age for
And,
kids.
and he said when he do these things,
Yes.
he can see from this woman.
Yes.
Their eyes
Yeah.
is very
Yes,
worried. But I
worried.
don't know
He's
why.
very concerned.
I don't think that the woman worried him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's not about worry. It's about like why did you do this? And
Yeah.
a little bit afraid of it, and a little bit like, I think you are mental illness, but I don't think you should do this. It's not worry. It's more like scared,
Disgusting.
Yeah.
scared and disgusting.
And
I
he
think-
ignored the part that this may cause some harm
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
people who saw his private
Yeah.
He
part.
just think himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just thinking.
he
also-
never regrets that.
Yeah, he also said that he think he do this just because he saw this woman and he think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So
And he
do
said
this.
he see the woman's face.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
That's
and,
quite
and he
disgusting.
said
Yeah.
that, and then he said that he
Yes.
wants to get attention of
Yes,
the
yes.
woman. I think why you want to get attention of a woman and you have to show your like private
This is
part?
the
Yeah.
worst way
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
I think
said
somehow that's his way to show his love.
he said he want the woman
Really?
the attention to be
Yes.
more
More attracted to
Yes.
him, maybe.
But he just cannot control it. It's terrible. And he also said to Louis that maybe he do the something like castration.
castration.
Oh,
Castration. He said that he tried chemical castration, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
it doesn't work.
Mm.
So he tried. He
Yeah.
wants to try the
Just
real
cut it
castration.
out.
Yeah.
Just cut out his
Surgery.
private
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
I think. Do you think that it's really work for?
According to him, he's saying that if he don't have that part, he will feel ridiculous to show it.
But I think if he do this thing, he will not have the thing to show.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but he still will do this kind of like movement because he say that he wants to control, but every time he think that I
Yes.
can control, but at the last time
Just
he
lost
cannot
of
control. So I think
Yeah.
even if he think that I do the castration so that I won't do it again, but I think he will do it again.
Because he said that he thinks that sex desire comes from his mind, not from his
Yeah,
private
it's not
parts.
from his private
Yeah,
part,
from
from
his
his
brain.
I
Right.
think he should see the doctor.
I think he see the doctor.
But
He
it's
saw the
not
doctor.
helping.
I think
It's
I think he's like the way he talk. I can see that he is just like a kid that
Yes.
want the attention, even if he grows so like older. But I
Yeah.
think his mind is still a kid.
Actually, if I see this guy walking on the street, I won't think he's abnormal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a calm and kind person.
and
Maybe.
old
Yeah.
people.
But the way
Yeah.
he talk is just like kids.
Yeah, and strange.
Yeah.
He just like a kind grandpa, and then the way he talks, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's
What are you thinking?
Yes. It's ridiculous.
don't do that, okay?
Yeah, don't do that.
And do you remember that how to say that the guy Jimmy?
Jimmy. Yeah,
Oh.
Jimmy. The guy who
Was
buy the soda.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
Craig said that he like take the drug,
yeah.
Yeah.
but
Heroin. Yeah.
and then he just get him out of this place, and then he said to Louis that he must go get the alcohol. Do you remember? But he
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
He get the like something
Coke,
Cola,
Cola,
soda.
Coca-Cola, or soda.
Because Louis found him at the convenience store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think he's a little bit like depressed,
Yes.
and I think he feel despair. It's just like, okay, whatever. You think I done this? Okay, then I have no like reason to talk about it because you just think I'm this. But I think Louis is very smart. because he won't do like this. How do you think about it? Why do you do this? He just
sit
He
there.
will,
Ask good
he will
questions.
Listen.
be quiet and listen to the sex offender.
and then Jimmy just
Talk.
he didn't want to say that, right? At
Yeah.
first, and then after okay.
Okay.
Do you remember
Yeah.
what he said
Yeah.
about his
Case.
case? Yes.
He
He started to talk about what happened in his childhood.
Yeah, childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, from his
And-
childhood. He said his family was kind of broken,
Yeah.
and his mother is nice, and his father is really kind of
Oh.
abusive.
Ah,
yes.
So he's like the family is
Yeah.
very her parents are very contrast to his education. So it's like, okay, I don't know who to believe, the kind mother or the bad father. So it's kind of really paranoid
I
for
think
that.
this also make him give up himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like doing any bad thing is not so important anymore.
Because he don't know who cares about him.
And he described the feelings like one someone slap you and the other give you candy. It's really
Yeah.
opposite
Yeah.
situation.
And he
So-
also do this to his wife
Uh,
or
girlfriend.
I think it's girlfriend.
He loved his girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think this kind of thing is like you cannot define it because girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yeah. What actually happened between them is unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know what happens about in during their like fighting or something.
Yes.
But just because maybe the man do it,
Yeah.
so he became the sex offender.
Maybe
Yeah.
they just had a conflict or something, and the girl tried to.
Yeah.
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 And then he became the sex offender.
Yes.
So I think it's.
But the sex offender wasn't really willing to talk about what they have done.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
But some of them are just like, okay, I done what blah 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 something. They're just confess about their
Like Randy.
their
Yeah.
But Randy is strange.
Yeah. It's not really. None of them almost. They don't really willing to
Yeah.
talk about their stories.
they also say that okay, you can go check on the internet
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
He said that
you
you-
can actually go and
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
because you remember Jimmy said that you know all about my story.
Why would you ask
Yeah,
me?
why would you
Why
ask
tell me?
me like that? And Louis said that he wants to
Listen from him.
listen. Yeah, he wants to listen to what he says about the story, not the story on the internet.
Yes.
So I think that's why Jimmy want to say it. And I think after Jimmy talk about the story, I think in the beginning I think Jimmy was a totally jerk, and then after I think maybe he's some kind of like
Like there's something in his life that made him
Yeah.
Yes.
made him become this.
like this.
Yes.
And do you remember in the beginning of the documentary? In the beginning of the whole documentary, there are some like they have the locator,
Yeah, we look at
Yeah.
the locator that like limit their
Yeah.
the place where
And they can keep track of where they are.
Yeah.
and that you remember that they say that they are just like have no their freedom.
Yeah.
You have no
Or something.
rights or something.
Yeah.
I think it's like taking away their human rights.
Human rights.
Yeah. Basic ones.
But I think they did this bad thing, so
They deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
some-
but
yeah.
somehow you just when you see this documentary, you just think that maybe they are not so.
guilty.
But
But-
it may
but-
be the case
but-
that they are
yeah, but-
pretending.
But if you think on the other side, think for the victims'
Yeah.
family, you will think, I cannot
does
forgive you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never cannot forgive you.
Yes.
But when you see their life, you will think, yeah, they deserve it, but maybe the
It's
time
too
passed.
Maybe
Yeah,
they will change.
yeah.
Maybe
But-
they deserve a second chance.
Actually, it's hard for them to live a new life after they come out of prison.
But I
It is
think
very
what
hard.
they did will hurt the victim very.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious about is that, as the documentary say, they will put their profile on the
Yeah.
internet, right?
Yes.
So you can check that which area has so many like
Sex
sex
A whole
offenders.
list of sex
Yeah.
offenders.
Yeah. And I think people know that they will be put on the internet. Maybe just like a small things. Maybe you just have sex with your girlfriend that is under the age, and then you will be put on the internet. But why people still do that?
Oh.
You know, because they. I think the law should be there just because it will prevent people from doing this. But people still doing this. They still. I think they just cannot help.
Yeah.
I
Some
think they
people-
cannot control themselves.
Or maybe some of them
Yeah.
actually don't know about laws.
Laws
Yeah.
that they will
may
put.
even don't even know
These
laws
laws.
are there.
Do you remember
Yeah.
that a person that in the beginning Louis said that your profile is on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said no. And then Louis said that yes. And he said no, no way. And then he just check it and
It's
see.
here.
And then he
Yeah.
said it's just like this.
Oh, it's actually there.
Yeah.
So I think it's because maybe they don't know, but I think put it on the internet has there has benefit and has like
Disadvantage.
But there's like the whole list of these criminals. Is it really helping people to prevent them? I mean,
I
there's
cannot-
so
no.
many. How do you
Yes.
recognize all of the
I cannot
cases?
click one by one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot click one by one to them A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
I cannot click one by one. So I think it's hard to tell that a sex offender is
Yeah.
dangerous or not.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Amy, I don't think he's so
Yeah.
dangerous.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
think people just they can control themselves or something. Someone like Billy, the one who had sex with a 14-year-old girl. He said that he didn't know she was that young.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said
Some
that.
actually maybe could be older and they have they have intimacy, they have sex, but sometimes you just don't know. They break the rules. Sometimes
Yes.
because it's remain unknown, so you can just like follow the right instructions.
Because he didn't even know what age is.
Yeah.
Because he said the girl looks more mature.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but he was not willing to talk about the attitude of the
Yes.
girl. So this
So
maybe
I want to know.
yeah, like is he really guilty or
Yeah,
not?
I think maybe he's hiding something. There are
Yeah.
two possibilities. That one is that maybe he really raped the girl, just like he said that we fell in love, but yeah,
Maybe.
he said that we just have some like,
Like both of them
Feeling-
were willing to
Yeah.
do
to
this.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
conceptual.
you cannot tell it because
we
it-
don't know what
Yeah.
really happened
Yeah.
between them.
because a lot of sex offenders say that they are willing to do this,
Yeah,
but after the
victim
victim
said-
say that I'm not willing to do this.
maybe they are trying to make themselves not so guilty.
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes they're really willing to do this, but after it, maybe they feel like ashamed or something, so they put the like take charge to that person that make them become the sex offender.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Billy is like try to hide something.
Yeah, because if he's really not guilty, he should be willing to talk about it to prove that he's not guilty. But he didn't wanted to talk about
I
it.
think he is a little bit like because his age, he's still a teenager, and I think he's a little bit self-centered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he didn't want to
Yes, and
have any
ego.
contact with any
Yeah,
other people.
Because he
Yeah.
said that I want to like
Stay
I have
away
a
from
dream,
the
something.
Yeah.
the pathway.
He wants to
Yeah.
stay with some people. He want to stay.
He said like, oh, I'm not like you. I'm better. I'm not just any sex offender.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I think he's some kind of self-centered that make him
Yes.
become.
But I think he might have some problems because getting caught back for 11 times is really
yes,
It's not about
Yeah.
a
huge
beach.
number. Yeah.
and he just
He couldn't go to a beach for 11 times and
Yeah,
come back.
He
at
just
supermarket.
he just talk about it like the 2 times, right?
Yeah.
He just said that I will talk to you why the reason why I get back to jail like the 3rd time or 4th time, but other times I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, so,
So
maybe
maybe
he did something or
yeah.
tried to-
Maybe he actually did
Yeah.
something bad.
I think he's hiding something.
I think he really hiding something,
Yeah.
but I think Louis is kind of like a good person because he didn't try to push him to say.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think if Louis want to push him, Louis cannot no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't know these all things. At
Yeah.
least at least the Billy are willing to talk about the most kind of things.
Yeah.
To just the girls
I
part.
think Louis is just trying to know about them, but not to make them feel ashamed.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I think it's nice.
yeah. I
He's a
think
really good listener.
he wants to understand what's in their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember he asked about Craig that will do it again? And
Oh.
Craig said that no,
It's
No,
not
because
in
it's
no.
not in
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, he's a really good listener. And what he said, really good point, is that he made a pause. He made pause, and that the sex offender willing to share their story, like really,
Yeah.
okay, pausing, and they can think about it. Okay, they can share it to others what they actually did, and that's really good for a listener just to pause and just stop the conversation and let them just be free.
But for Craig's case, I think it's also quite special because he was not because he wanted to do something related to sex, but to
Yeah.
take revenge
To
on
his wife.
to his wife.
But I think the children is innocent.
Innocent.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
do you remember that he said he is a little bit like I want to take control of this sex offender, and I think just because I have the experience and I know
He's
you.
kind of proud. I think.
Yeah, he thinks
proud.
I know you. Do you remember he said that the cheater?
Yeah. But how do you say that?
The tutor
How is-
cannot.
I remember.
I don't really.
It's just
remember
the meaning is
actual-
like, if you want to cheat someone,
Yeah.
don't cheat it on the one who
He's good at cheating.
yeah,
He's a master.
yeah, he's a master of cheat. But and you remember Louis is like a smart person. He asked that means that you lied.
Yeah.
And then he just
He couldn't
Yeah.
answer.
and then he said that not says that way, but yeah.
I know what he's
Yeah.
trying to convey, but he's actually quite part of like lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that what he wants to say is that I know this sex offender
Yeah.
because I do this before, and I know you, and I know you all these sex offender. You are just like me, and I understand you.
Yeah.
And you have to listen to me because I have the same experience, and I do it. I give you the
Yeah.
place to live, and I will like watch.
Watching.
Watch it
I
every
will watch you.
Yeah. And talking about the innocent kids, I think the kids of Amy Becker is really poor.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will have no mother for such a long time.
But I think if
Yeah.
the Amy Beck's children may be ashamed of their mother.
Yeah, maybe they will be mocked or bullied at school
Yeah.
or something
Is that okay,
because
your
of
mom?
his.
Your mother is
Yeah.
the sex offender.
I also think about the student that have the affairs with Emmy
Oh, what's his future like?
because you may say that he is in love with Emmy, but
Yes.
how will people say that? Say talk about the boy that you fell in love with your teacher
Yeah.
and how's his life? His life definitely will not be.
Like his peer might.
May say that oh my god you fell in love with your teacher and your teacher became a sex offender.
Yeah.
I think we'll never get peace.
Oh, no.
Yes. And do you remember Amy Baker? What Amy Baker said? Amy said that the boy's family is very good, has a good
I think
relation
it's
to
also
their
her.
family.
Yeah.
I think it's broke two families.
Very
Two broken families. Oh no.
And he said she also said that I think Louis asked her about how the boy's life, and she said that she feel kind of sorry about it
Yeah.
because
she kind of like hurt the boy.
Ruin his life.
Yeah.
and then she take the boy to the adult world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too early.
She also ruined the family's life.
I think it will affect Emmy's life, but it will also affect
The boy.
The boy's life and also her own child's life.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's the two side problem because maybe we will think that when we see these sex offenders life we'll think they are just just like when we see Randy you will just like you are see a patient like a man who with mental illness, maybe
Yes.
not so. But if you think about those girls that like see Randy's,
Yeah.
Private parts.
How's their feeling?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a dilemma between how harsh to punish them and how they might be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Might be
And we
treated.
don't know whether they will do it again.
So
Yeah,
so
it's
the
hard to tell.
so it's really it's a problem or something
Yeah.
that people can think about it because you never know. You
But
really
I'm quite
never
shocked about there are so many people that have done this.
know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But I didn't think there will be so many.
But you
Yeah.
know,
Just a few.
because I think in America the law is more strict,
Yeah, maybe.
or maybe we don't know those cases in Taiwan or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you
As in Taiwan, I never heard so much.
I think
Yeah.
maybe there are many cases just like Billy.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think in Taiwan
The
there are a
Billy
lot of
case.
cases like Billy.
Yes.
They just didn't reveal it.
And
Yeah.
also for the beach.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
built
right.
they try to build a park to
Yeah.
prevent the
Yeah.
sex offenders to get close to their community, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then they took off the law.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they say that the law is offends the
Human rights.
human rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think it's kind of a right thing because if you do it on purpose, it's kind of unfair because they are still human.
And
Yeah.
they also need a place to live and,
Yeah.
and a way
Yes.
to make their living.
Yeah,
But
They've already
starting
settled
like-
there. You
And-
can just push
Yes,
them away.
and do you remember in the video they said if the sex offender didn't live in the house, they
Yeah.
live in a car and
Yeah,
they drive
it's
the car
more
to the spot.
dangerous.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they can
You
move
don't- you-
wherever
you
they
cannot
want.
You cannot track the car.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I think not sometimes when I see this documentary, I think they gather these sex offender together. It's kind of a not good thing. It's like a safer thing because if you get those sex offender like around the world, you cannot control it.
Yeah.
You never know where is the sex offender, and then you never know when they will bomb up.
Yeah.
Maybe they live on the streets, right? So maybe they live on the streets, and then one day maybe some people just walk there, and then they
they're
just
there.
attack them there, and
Yeah.
attack them.
Yeah.
I think it's more dangerous.
Yeah. If you put them together, you can just easily control. Okay, you're staying here. Then I can know where you go and where you live or something.
Yeah,
But
but
they lost their freedom.
Yeah.
it's also a dilemma for the people who live near the pathways.
Yeah.
Because they are actually very afraid of these sex offenders and trying to prevent them for being too close to them, but at the same time they're like kind of taking away the rights of the
The
criminals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, the how to say that the Craig
Yeah.
say that even if they live on the streets, they still cannot control their what to say that destination or something. They
Oh,
live
yeah.
there. No. It's about like they live there, and then if you make them live out there,
You don't
and
know
it's
where
not
they are.
it's no difference. He
Yeah.
said that it's no
Yeah.
difference.
The thing that is really important is whether they will do it again,
Yeah. But
not where
we
they
don't
stay.
know what they think.
If they
Yeah,
if they
they wanna
really
do
want
it,
to
they will
do
do
it,
it.
they can also go to that
Yeah, they
place.
always
Yeah.
do it.
No matter
again.
how far they are far from
Maybe-
the children,
maybe
they can
Yes.
also go there.
He will do it on the sex offender, the other sex offender.
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's
That's terrible.
not doing this. No. They will not do-
Terrible.
They will.
Yeah.
I do remember that there is a old man, older man, that he's really old, a black man, that he's
Oh.
really old, and Louis come with how to say that he's a police officer or something, a man that is police officer, and then he go check to every sex offender's house.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he go to visit a sex offender.
Yeah.
Like he make some girl do the oral
Oh,
Sex.
Yes, on the
Oral-
street, I
yeah,
remember.
oral what?
Oral
Oral
sex.
Oral sex.
Yeah,
I think.
he made a girl. He made a girl that under the age to do the
Yeah.
oral sex
Yeah.
for him, right? And then he's like, how old is he? I think
He
very
said
old.
he's too old to do this.
Yeah, yeah, to do this. And I think it's kind of nice to see that a sex offender turn to be a kind of good person.
Yeah.
But I think when I heard that he do this, I cannot, I cannot think of it. I think it's terrible.
these people all seems to be normal people, but what they
Yeah.
have done was terrible.
But
Yeah.
I think this is the dilemma between whether we will give this criminal human rights.
Yes.
But I think what they did will make a huge
Impact.
impact in the victim.
Yes.
Yes.
And if the sex offender maybe can turn out to a good person, but
Yeah.
the victim will never
Yeah.
forget what they.
Yeah. I remember that Louis said they never forget.
Yeah.
They can
Yes.
never forget.
Yeah.
Once you know what they have done before, you can never feel comfortable around them. You're
Yes.
like, okay, maybe they will do something bad to
Yes.
me. You can just feel
But-
safe.
But it's
Yeah.
not a
Maybe-
clever choice to take the risk
Yes.
of trusting them.
Yes.
Even if they think they are regret about it,
But
they still
they
Maybe
did
they
it and
just
they
want
said
a
this,
chance,
but they don't
yeah.
really think it in mind, or they can control themselves.
Yes.
I think at the time that people think that I should forgive this person, and then maybe the image come to their mind,
Yeah.
and that they will
What
not be so
happened?
easy to
Yeah.
forgive them. It's
Yeah.
like, I
That's a dilemma.
yeah,
Such a dilemma.
I don't know whether I should forgive you or not because you did this, and you cannot guarantee that you will not do it again.
yeah.
So it's not that I don't want to trust you. It's because I cannot trust you. I just cannot trust you.
Yes.
I think maybe they will feel it's unfair, but I think maybe it's reasonable for those
Yes,
victims
and they should be responsible for what they did.
what they did.
Yeah.
And after looking at all these sex offenders, I found out that some of them had some terrible impacts about their family. Like Amy had a terrible husband,
Yeah,
and Jimmy had a terrible father.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and these might be the reasons that
yeah.
they
I
might
think
do
they
Yeah.
they have some. They themselves have some like their past is not so happy,
this.
Yeah.
or maybe they are
They don't
bullied
have
by
a
their
complete
parents.
family. Yeah.
So that made them become these kind of
And
person.
also for Craig, his wife wasn't loyal to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a
So I
thing.
think the environment
Yes,
that
think about
They
it.
will make
Yes. the environment is very important.
I think it's a cycle. Like
yes.
you was harmed, and then you harm someone else.
Yes.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then
Vicious cycle.
And maybe Craig's son will be a sex offender too.
Okay, maybe.
yeah,
But I
Like-
think it's really good for someone like Louis Theroux to do these documentaries because we can see these sex offenders as humans. We can see their life stories, see what impact them
This
to
is
do
something
this.
that we won't have a chance to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe people will say, okay, they commit a crime, you're a prisoner, you're something that you deserve to be like
yes,
this.
yes,
Yes, but once you look into it, maybe you will see, okay, maybe it's forgivable or something. So there's a reason why you do this, but just, they're sex offenders, but you can understand a little bit more about them.
I think maybe the victim that see this documentary will think that it's all
Why are you saying
It's-
some
yeah,
good things?
it's
for
all
them?
the excuses.
Yeah.
But
Because
I
they
think-
actually do the harm on others.
Yeah. But I think maybe that they should be understood.
Yeah.
They should be, but that doesn't mean that we should forgive.
Yeah.
Yes.
People should
Yeah.
Forgive
Maybe
They
people.
don't
the
deserve
victim
the
will.
forgive.
Yeah.
I think.
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
But we get a chance to understand what a
Yeah.
sex offender thinking
Yes.
about.
Maybe we can prevent this thing to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yes.
maybe.
Maybe. Just
Maybe.
maybe.
To become a good person is something that they should do, but not like
Their experiences, their environments, maybe
these
their
should not be
mental
excuses
illness made
to
them
make
become.
them
Yes.
harm others.
Yes. I think it's a little bit heavy
Heavy.
topic
Yeah.
Yes.
because sex offender is
The crime is just hard to
If you start to image this,
Yeah.
thing, you will feel.
But
oh
for
my God.
for another aspect, I think Amy not contacting her child might be a good thing. Like maybe if she contacts her children, and her children will start to come up with what she had done and
Yeah.
And then
have
start-
some unpleasant feelings and can live a normal life.
I think they want a normal life, but no one can really have the normal
Yeah.
life
Yes.
because you are the sex offender.
Yeah, and also Craig said that he had long time not contacting with his son. I think it's a good
Yeah.
20 years.
Yes.
That's a really long time.
Because I think if he contact his son, it will be a
Yeah.
it will be
I-
hurtful for his.
Yeah, that's really hurt.
I think people should like watch this like documentary because maybe that if you spread this video or movie, this documentary, and maybe it will affect the people that may be a sex offender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
Just
prevent them from maybe becoming
yeah.
just
one.
because
Maybe.
because if I see that
That's a way.
I will lose my children, but I love my children, or I will lose the people that I love.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yes.
won't do this.
Yeah.
It
The
will prevent me
consequences.
from doing
Yeah.
this.
They might take cautious because this might ruin my family, ruin my future,
Yeah.
and think it's not.
So I think
It's not a
thing
good
to do.
idea.
thanks for Louis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
think
Really
he did a
good
good
job.
job.
Yeah.
He made us like look inside.
Yeah.
And
the
see
life.
another perspective.
Yes, the light of the sex
Sex
offender.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the end of our discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Mark.
you,
Thank you,
Mark.
Mark.
Bye